So this is what happens. A lot of times you come out of the operatories with the chart and you take it and you walk up to the front and everyone's afraid to step over that line.
Absolutely. There is an imaginary line there that the assistants don't want to cross.
You know that line that's at the front desk that separates you from the elegant handoff? You take the chart and you throw the chart like this. And so the person on the other end grabs the chart, and then what happens is the assistant runs in here and does one of these. You're kidding me, right? There's no tooth number on here, there's no dollar amount. Hold on one second. It's very important that we set the people up at the front desk for success, because a lot of times they don't know what's happening back there, and systems help improve all of that. Take a look at the system that Dr. Craig Harry created called the P.I.T stop to improve communication between the back and the front.
This is the P.I.T stop. P.I.T, procedure, investment, and time. What are we doing next? How much did it cost today? How much time do we need for the next appointment? The three most important things that you need to know when you get to the front desk. Like every dental practice, we're so organized in the morning that everything goes exactly as planned. But just on the occasion that crown turns into a root canal or that onlay turns into a crown, I've got to let my staff know very seamlessly. Okay, I'm going to put down crown, number 3, and then DO composite number 4, and they're going to want to know if there's a fee if applicable. Well, they're going to be the same because it's all built into the database of the computer, and the next appointment is going to end up being the same, so I'm not going to make any changes down here at all. Okay, so when I'm done with this, I just take it here, I hand it to Casey as she's finishing up what she's doing, and she takes it up front. She'll take it up before the patient leaves, so by the time the patient gets up front, the receptionist is sitting right there on the hot seat.
And that's what we did for Sue, Chris. All right.
It's already entered in the computer. She already knows what's going on. The patient's kind of looking around going, how'd you know that? And that's it, huh?
That's it.
You know, in the age of technology and computers, you would think there'd be a much easier way where you could just take it and type something into your computer. And I'm sure there is. For us, this just works so much easier. I mean, it's cheap, it's affordable. So we found that even though we are quote unquote paperless, there's still a need for some.
One of the most difficult things that I went through personally, and I think this is true for most people, was when I was losing my hair. And I was 10 days into chemo, and I was in the shower, and all of a sudden I realized that my hair was just coming out by fistfuls. And so I needed to gain control in some way, shape, or form. And I put it on Facebook, and I put on my blog that there would be a head shaving ceremony at my house. About 40 people showed up, and we had a fire, and we had a little drum ceremony, and a couple people read poetry, and my husband took the shears.
Would you do it already?
And he started to shave my head.
Oh, there you go.
And there was a lot of laughter.
It tickles.
There was a lot of gasping. And as I was going through the whole thing, it was cold and I was shaking and I didn't know what it looked like, and I'm thinking, oh my, I'm losing my hair. And then as soon as I got done, there was just this rush of emotion. And my husband walked up to me and he said, it looks cool. It's the bald, it's the vulnerable.
It looks cool.
It does, it looks good.
And I started to cry, and he kissed me on my little bald head, and I knew it was going to be okay. When my hair went away, I couldn't hide anymore. It's like, okay, that's the face of cancer right there. In 2010, I hated the month of October when everybody started showing up in pink. Football players were pink, and everybody was pink, and I had just lived pink, and it felt like it was so in my face. It was upsetting. I guess I could have bailed and just said, okay, I'm going to roll over and just deal with it. But that wasn't my choice. I moved into it, And then I had so many people that were following my blog. When I claimed that and I owned it and I wrote about it, it held so much power for everybody around me too. Because everybody got to cry with me, and everybody got to be scared with me, and everybody got to celebrate with me. And now, I'm 2 years out, and coming into October now, I'm touched and inspired and actually joyful to see that the world is covering itself in pink. It means that maybe in the future, more people won't have to go through what I went through, and I would hope that this doesn't have to be our forever story.